Dartford got back to winning ways away at home to Chippenham Town a week ago, but it's back on an away day on Saturday afternoon here in Braintree. They look to make it back-to-back wins, but a real tough test.
I'll quickly run through the lineups then. Jack Sims in goal for Braintree with Leon Davis, Kyron Farrell, Barry Saltontop, John White, Kyron Clements, Gene Kennedy, Alfie Payne, Alfie Pavey, Aaron Blair and Lamar Reynolds. On the bench, Chris Regis, Jack Turner, Joe Boachi, Matt Rush and Alfie Matthews. For the Darts, it's Ben Dudzinski in goal with Jordan Winter, Samir Carruthers, Connor Esson, Tom Bonner, Luke Colson, Luke Allen, Maxwell Statham, Jack Smith, Pierre Fonku and Junaid Mead. On the bench, Dan Wilkes, Kieran Murta, Jamal Loza, Isaac Ogundere and Malachi Napa.
Goes all the way back to Jack Sims once again now. Launch long, away by Maxwell Statham. Drops to a red and white shirt. Luke Allen gets a foot in, but Braintree again coming away with it and playing it down the left-hand side. Picked up by Aaron Blair now. Driving at Connor Esson, coming into the area and shooting at the near post. And it's a really bad moment that for Ben Dudzinski, who's let it slip through his legs. And Braintree take the lead. It looked to be a fairly tame effort from Blair. And it's a big mistake from Dudzinski. And just his second appearance for the club. Apologises to his teammates. Down line comes the throw. St Clear will drop in behind the Dartford back line to be picked up by the Braintree attacker. Blair is in on goal again. And that's a big opportunity for Aaron Blair, who probably should have done a bit better. Max Statham will take this throw down the line. Flicked on by Fonku, did well, but no one there. And then Connor Esson in a tussle with Alfie Pavey concedes a free kick on the edge of the area. Dudzinski getting his wall ready before it's taken low along the turf and just wide at the far corner. Fonku then flicks it on for Luke Colson and bring it down on the right hand side. As though he's going to swing a ball blind, Colson, and then looks to burst off down the right hand side. Alfie Payne looking to buy a free kick but not being given. Can half clear, comes to Max Statham, stands the ball up to the back post. Headed away by the number 12 for Braintree. Fonku can bring it down and spin. Wins a free kick for Dartford, decent position. It's a four-man wall for Braintree. Carruthers going to have to get this up and over. We'll take something pretty spectacular from here for Samir Carruthers. He's certainly capable of it. Carruthers, deflection off the wall, wrong foots Jack Sims and just trickles wide of the right corner. Maybe a metre further forward than that, in fact, and Luke Colson's lining up a ball into the area. Again, a high line from Braintree. Bonner and Esson, Murta, Fonku and Statham all in there, but it's not quickly by Carruthers to Colson, who can burst off down the side now. Comes into the area, looks to bend it to our far corner, comes for Tom Bonner, who tees up Kieran Murta to strike. Blocked before it could reach Jack Sims in between the Braintree sticks. Connor Esson sends a good ball to the back post towards Connor Esson. Sorry, Tom Bonner. And I think the final touch in the end was off Jack Smith, who nods it over the bar. Best chance of the game for Dartford, who have started this second half well. Played onto this near side for Altintop to bring forward for Braintree. Plays it into the channel. Blair will race onto it. He'll do well to keep it in and does. Esson stands him up and looks to show him away from the area. Tee back to Kennedy and the ball will find its way into the area. Loose touch from Maxwell Statham will allow the shot to come in and it flashes across the face of goal, and then Alfie Pavey was offside at the back post. Managed to miss it anyway somehow, Pavey, but the big chance was for Lamar Reynolds, who did well after a poor touch from Maxwell Statham and flashed the shot across the face of goal. Looks as though it might find its way into the far corner. Long kick away from Dudzinski as Dartford looks to get themselves back into this one. Flicked off Leon Davis and Dartford will win a throw. Certainly been better second half from Dartford, who have been the better side in this second period, but haven't been able to create anything of real note other than that chance for Jack Smith. But that's a nice flick from Carruthers, which will allow Junaid Mead to cross. Deflection on it will come for Luke Colson. Touch was poor. It'll tee up Maxwell Statham to strike, and he runs onto it with the strike of a right back. Slams it over the crossbar. Just going to tell him to take a few steps backwards before he's going to eventually take the throw shorter onto Ben Dudzinski, who brings it down and will launch it long. It's up towards Jack Smith. In fact, it will come all the way through to Luke Coulson, who got in Jack Smith's way, but in the end can bring it down and rock it sideways to Statham. Poor pass from Statham, which is just behind Murtagh, forces him back. A good play from Murtagh to buy himself a bit of time before clipping a ball long. Headed away, but it will drop to Jordan Winter, who brings it down for Dartford. He's got Statham to his right. Rolls it back to Jordan Winter, who's going to go back to Connor Essam. Dartford have kept it on the floor a fair bit more in this second half, but as I say, that Connor Essam clips a long ball in behind the Braintree back line. Braintree unable to get there first, and Fonku can. They'll roll it back to Max Statham. He rolls it to Jordan Winter. Nice flick from Winter. Comes to Carruthers. Now Coulson. Driving left and right, weaving in and out Braintree players, looking to find a bit of time. Coulson. He'll eventually play Kieran Murtagh. He can tee up Max Statham, who can cross on his right, low and along the turf. It'll come back to Max Statham. He'll give it to Kieran Murtagh. Now Carruthers, lovely ball from Carruthers. Statham can play a ball across the face. A goal for Junaid Mead, who gets his first goal of the season for the Darts. Lovely football that from Dartford. Beautiful football, side to side. Coulson and Murtagh working it nicely. For it found Max Statham, who delivers a lovely cross across the 6-yard area. And there was Junaid Mead to stab it in at the back post and get Dartford level. Long by Sims. Statham's header will come for Luke Coulson. Looks to play it through for Carruthers. It eventually will find the Dartford number 4. Shifts back onto his right before releasing Coulson on the left-hand side. He's got Fonku and Smith arriving in the middle. He'll go back to Samir Carruthers. As though he's going to shift it across the opposite flank. In the end, he'll clip a ball in towards Kieran Murtagh, who brings it down. Tees up Jack Smith for a shot. Jack Smith! And it's picked out the air by Jack Sims. Essam gets up well. Winter got a push in the back. Clip long. Tom Bonner's got to be aware. Knocks that into space for Murtagh. Maybe Dartford can get one last counter now. Murtagh, he's got Carruthers and Coulson. Coulson down the right-hand side for Dartford. Looks to play Pierre Fonku. Blocked. It'll come back for the number 7. He lays it into Carruthers. Nice touch and looks to smash it across the face of goal and wins Dartford a corner. Last chances of the game, these. Coulson to deliver. Everyone up and involved. In it comes, in towards Fonku. Headed away, and the referee will blow for full time. So it's a point apiece here.